Earning overtime on my overtime because of HR. In the company I work for of 3K employees, only 2 to 3% are paid by the hour. Most of the time HR forget about us when they implement new systems. Normally overtime must be approved in advance by the superior. There was a paid national holiday, but because of the nature of my specific work I had to come in anyway. It was approved and all was normal until I checked my pay slip. Normal week is 40 hours, thus paid holiday is 8 hours. Overtime is 1.5x normal hours. We do our timesheet day by day. So, I put Monday down as an 8 hours holiday plus 8 hours worked overtime, with the rest of the week normal at 8 hours each. On my pay slip they paid 40 hours regular and the 8 hours holiday, so I was missing the overtime part. I sent an email to HR to see what's up and the reply was that since it was a holiday, I couldn't possibly be working, so the system doesn't allow for overtime on said days. At that point I went to see my boss and explained the situation. Why can't I put hours worked on holiday if I must work, and why, if I couldn't be working, they still paid me regular hours? Makes no sense, and we have 10 paid holidays per year, so it's a recurrent issue. I also presented the point in our national legislation that said I was right, holiday must be included in the initial 40 hours, so anything extra is overtime. We just came out of a 1.5 year battle with HR because they didn't take overtime into account for our vacations. My boss didn't want to start again so soon, so he asked how many hours we are talking. 8 hours, but only the overtime part, so 4 actual hours. He told me to just put in these hours this week and for next time to put 16 hours on a work day and no time worked on holiday to not break the system. So I did just that. Normally I would have to take a part of Friday off to not do overtime, but he told me to put it this week, so it was like approval to me. So I did 40 hours and put those 4 hours in overtime. The following week he asked me about it with a smile, telling me, I see what you did there. Not much, but I did get a few extra bucks out of it.